Hello, welcome back to the final episode, the third part of Londinium, and James plays Caesar 4. We're going to wind up with this short finale to see if the Britons' invasion can be overcome with our reduced legions. I went off to fight for Caesar and didn't do very good. Came back 0. They all got lost out there. So we're doing our best to replenish our soldiers. I got myself a nice tasty beverage, my favorite herb tea, and having a little laugh here as we wrap up the Republican era. We may, with all these different legions, have enough by the time the Britons show up, which is any minute now, to fight them off with the reduced legions that we have. We're not selling. We are not selling weapons or armor. So, got lots of armor stored up, don't we? Guess we could sell some of that armor. We're not using it. Oh, here they are. Here they are. We're not buying them off. We are going to fight them. Look at them. Oh my God, there's a ton of them. Okay, we're going to slow her down. Not stopping it. And there's no other legions anywhere else. The enemy is right there. And these, see how they're throwing arrows at him? Watch. See how he killed that guy? Look at him. Those arrows will hurt those guys. There goes some more arrows. See if it gets any of the guy. Yeah, they'll eventually start dropping, I think. They should. Takes a toll on them, usually. They're just standing there and not getting hit. Maybe they're too far. They're out of range. I don't know. Where'd the music go? No music? Alright. Well, they've deployed.
Pain is just a weakness leaving the body.
Yes. Okay, we don't have full contingents. It doesn't matter, we already won. Shift, select, left click. Select and get them all moving at the same time this way. Select. What else do we need? Got that one. We got that one. We didn't get this one. There we go. Now all these guys together with the towers might work. Might work. A lot of guys here. But we'll see what we can do.
In Permovale.
In Permovale. Yeah, we'll get on the parapet here and we'll look out. Like we're a soldier here. See that guy? The tower just killed him. There they are out there, boys. Shoot them. Guy's shooting an arrow. There we go. Ooh, that's a big one. It stopped in mid-flight. What's up with that? Yep, it's taking its toll on these guys. You see that? Those towers are good. They'll take out some of them. Took out another guy there on the archers. Okay, they're on the move. Alright, I got them stationed here. And wait till they all get up here. Come on, boys. Move it out. And then we'll go out all at once. Oh, they're on the move. They are on the move. It's alright, let them be on the move. We're going to get them. Come on, gents. Let's go. Where the heck are you? Over there? Okay.
I only need to know one thing. Where they are.
Well, they're right there. Right outside the gate here. Coming for our factories here.
Signa in hostem! You don't have to be crazy to join the legions, but it sure helps.
Is that everybody? No, there's a horse troop somewhere. I think. Yeah, horses. They're going out.
You don't have to be crazy to join the legions, but it sure helps.
Sure helps.
Remember, it's not just a job, it's an adventure.
I gave them orders to attack this one guy right here. Everybody's got to attack them. And see what happens. They can't get out the gate? The gate is closed. What are they doing? Nothing? These guys are fighting.
The glory is not mine, but Rome.
Get out there.
It's just weakness leaving the body.
Get out there. Where did the horse guys go? They're going around out here? Okay. I guess that's cool. Cowards. This is all extraneous anyway, folks. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. Come on, cart guys, get out of the way. This is our military. They gotta get out there. Sheesh. Wow. That did good. They're starting to climb the walls. These archers are just standing there, these guys.
It is a good day to die.
Promptus precessi.
There's no way those guys are going to live without reinforcements. Okay, here they come. Where are those other guys? Where are my heavy infantry guys? That's how you find out. You hit that.
Remember,
look.
It's not just
Okay,
a job.
it's already engaged. Now, I don't know if they're going to be enough. Caesar wiped them all out before fighting. This invasion is just terrible. Oh, we got some guys in reserve. Okay, that's good. Can we stop? And they're starting to come over the wall. See that? Out of range of the towers now over here. Oh my God. Oh, they're not quite making it up. Oh, that guy, a couple guys got up there. Oh, there you go. You guys are coming over the wall. Oh no.
Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
Signa in hostem!
We do more waiting in line by 6 a.m. than most people do all day.
Get that guy. What the hell? He's going to let him go? Get him. He's not going anywhere. This is pretty good. They got him. They stayed inside the wall. That's good. Oh, these
Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, they got to get over the wall, so...
It is a good day to die.
It's good. I don't see any other troops anywhere. Maybe we beat them off. Anything burning anywhere? Nope. Guess that's it. They're going to try to go over the wall, and they got guys on this side.
We do more waiting in line by 6 a.m. than most people do all day.
Let them come over the wall, and we will kill them. Nice. We're waiting for you guys, you Britons. Ha-ha. You got just enough guys to fight them off. Oh, there we go. Some arrows flying down. Nice. Look at that. He's coming down right into those horsemen. Perfect. Will it be enough? There's a lot of them.
I only need to know one thing. Where they are.
Look at that. That's great. They come down there. They're all trying to get over the wall, but they can't get enough of them to not get killed. We got just enough guys. Nice. See how they jump up on the wall? Oh, there's quite a contingent of them. This could be bad. Those other horses are out there running around. These guys are just
The
standing
glory
there.
is not mine, but Rome's.
Fight those guys.
Pro Kaiser!
Freaking do it. What are you stuck for? They're stuck.
In Permoveo.
I only need to know one thing. Where they are.
They're right in front of you. Okay, there's some... Nobody's moving there. Horsemen are fighting. These guys are not fighting.
The glory is not mine, but Rome's.
From to Sprechesi.
They won't move. I don't know. These guys are just hanging.
The glory is not mine, but Rome's.
They're split. There's some on the other side of the wall. But I think we got them on the run. We're just doing this for fun. We already won. Oh, they opened up the gate. There's nobody out there. Nice. So these guys can
We do
fight
more
now.
waiting in line by 6 a.m. than most people do all day.
That was a really interesting battle. We just had enough guys to fight them. And we did. There goes the last man, I think. Right? Oh, there's one more. Watch out for that axe. Oh, jeez. That guy's brutal. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh, I'm good. That's funny. The fire guys ran through the... oh, that's fun. He ran through the military guys and got his cart back. Took the fire out. I believe we have vanquished the Britons. Isn't that great? We did it, folks. We fought the Britons, and I believe, despite the lack of music, tell us so, we won. There's no bad guys left, right? One way to check is you go over here to the military. If it's blue, we won. Ha ha! Victory at last. We had just enough guys to do it. We have victory at last. And now, we do not have to worry right away for any more problems. We can go over here and make some money. But we're done. We did Londinium. We got the victory. We have defeated the enemy. Just for our own knowledge. 76 security, nice. 47 culture, 30 prosperity, 56 favor. Okay, well, there's nothing better than that. Awesome. This playthrough has been a great joy for me, and I hope it was interesting enough for you to learn some things about this great game and to see how much fun I have playing it and all my little things I do and the tricks I know and all of that. My life story, I think it's interesting enough. You know, it's not your typical life. I lived an artistic life, and a spiritual one. Means a lot to me. You can have your own beliefs, that's fine. And I wish you luck with that, and I hope that you find deep meaning and profundity in this world. Because this doesn't have any granary, but it's got plenty of food in it. So I think we did good. We could sell weapons and have enough money to help these guys out and all that. But you know what? We can do more on the Empire level than we can on the Republic level. But we've proven ourselves capable. And I think we did a very good job on this. It only took 2 parts and we won. So this part's just for fun. And just as a way to kind of sum up my feelings. I think games are really good for you. They're good for the aging brain, like playing chess and playing these games. Civilization 6, Caesar 3, Caesar 4, those are my games. I like poker too, but I don't get a chance to play much these days. But chess, of course, is the noble emperor of all games. But it's good for your mind. It's good mechanically for your mind, because making these decisions and solving these problems and making these complexities reinforces the pathways in your mind. So it really helps you to kind of strengthen the pathways in your mind. And it also, I think, is good for your heart and your soul, because it's fun. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's a lot of fun. I get a lot of joy from that little victory. And it's interesting, right? That was a neat battle because it was all on this wall. And so we were fighting them, but they tried to jump over the wall, but that weakened them to the point where even though our guys were not at full strength or anywhere near full strength, we were able to gather them all together. It was a little wonky, but we got it done. Those towers helped. So that's an excellent way to end the series. And next we'll start to do a new playlist for the Empire series. And we'll do that. Again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you like sharing my life with me. And I've got nothing to hide, so I like to share my life stories, as any old man will. But I also think that there's great meaning in my life, that I've had a very courageous life because I always followed my own ways. I didn't do what my parents wanted me to do. I didn't do what my professors told me to do. I had many professors that said I was suffering from prolonged adolescence, that I was lost in the 60s, that I was a no-good, lazy, spaced-out loser, and all these kind of things. Had a lot of trouble in the schools, being accused of being a bad person by the conservative forces out there that think it's their job to be soldiers for the past and to resist the future. But I've always been a pacifist. I've always believed in peace and love for all people, especially people who are different, for hippies, long-haired, bearded hippies, for black people and brown people and people from other countries. They're all worthy of our love and appreciation for what makes them unique and beautiful. Every person is a uniquely beautiful human being in their own right. And even if they fall short and become the bad guys and do terrible things, it's all part of the great tapestry of life. So I've enjoyed this immensely, and I hope you have too. I do get very pleased to see that some of my videos have gotten so many views and likes and comments and subscribers. I just love it. This whole internet thing is just beautiful as the people overcome the corporations through this beautiful medium that we have here. We can all make and publish our own magazines on Facebook and share our lives, our art, our music, and our lives, and our good things that happen, and political beliefs and stuff on Facebook, and that's great. Look up Lunge the Dinosaur here on YouTube or on Facebook. I've published for free. I've published a couple of my novels on Facebook. The Ninth Infinity is an illustrated novel, and Mars Benevolence. Thank you, Mars. And Lunge the Dinosaur is on Facebook, got his own page. Spirit Dancer Tarot is about my spiritual beliefs on Facebook. Check that out. You might enjoy it. You can also, I think, read my novel, The Voyage Home. I believe that might be on Facebook. It's a Star Trek story, so I never published it because it would be a infringement, copyright infringement. But for free, you can put stuff up, so I think I did that. I do believe I did publish that novel for you on Facebook, so check that out. Give you a taste of Celestion, what that's all about. And I take my favorite characters from early Star Trek, the original series, Kirk and Spock. Unfortunately, McCoy doesn't make the trip because he's one of my favorite characters too, but they go to Celestion and they hook up with the Next Generation crew, and they have quite an adventure on Celestion, so check that out. and my other offerings. I even have a Patreon page, but I don't do much with it. I'm not a greedy person. I get enough money to get by, and I got some generous friends that help me out. And we live a really blessed life with our own little community here. But I think that'll do it for the Republican phase of Caesar 4. The Empire phase is really fun too. You're going to love it. And we'll be coming back at you with another Caesar 4 Empire. The Roman Empire marches on, and it keeps on expanding out to Palestine and farther out. Larger maps, greater challenges, and lots of fun. So thanks a lot for coming along. Really feel blessed to have you watch my videos and subscribe and like, and please comment. If there's something I said you want clarified or you don't agree with, feel free to call me on it. I'll be glad to discuss it with you in the comments. I also put pinned comments where I sort of critique my own work here. And I'll continue to do that. And I have to watch them and sort of look at them for a while before those comments will show up. But eventually they will. So many blessings to you and yours. Happiness, contentedness. Have courage and faith to get through it. You'll get through it all. And try to see the hand of the cosmic mind of the universe behind what happens. And if you perceive that strange private joke between you and the universe happening that I've described to you here, then you'll know that you're blessed by the universe. One last cosmic story is about my trip to Ireland. I went to the ancient site of the Celtic kings of Ireland, Tara. And there they have a stone of destiny. They call it the stone of destiny. It's this ancient stone. It's like a monolith. It's like 3 feet tall. And it's in a special place where it's been for 1,000 years and more. Maybe more, 2,000 years. The stone of destiny. And the legend is, if a king of Ireland touches the stone, it roars. Now that's the legend. So I went to Tara. Had a nice little lecture by this great guy. Had a beautiful, Mary Gibbon, I think, was our tour guide, and she was really good. She brought us to Newgrange. It's a Neolithic site, a hollow hill in Newgrange, where in the solstice, on the winter solstice, the sunlight goes down the chamber all the way, and it marked the solstice so they knew when to plant their crops. But we also went to Tara, the ancient site of the Celtic kings that ruled the tribes of Ireland before the Roman times and the Christian era. And I walked up to the stone and I said a prayer to the Great Spirit and to the Great Mother about my concern for the world and for humanity and how far we've fallen from grace and how much we've destroyed the natural world. And I prayed that we might find the wisdom to begin to take care of nature like we're supposed to, and be its guardians and its nurturers, and begin to change our civilization so that it fostered nature and didn't destroy nature, that would give up war and violence, racism, sexism, homophobia, and capitalism, and become much more compassionate, caring, and use natural processes to save the world. And I'm doing my prayers. And then I have my GoPro going so I can take a video of it. And so, in the ancient tradition, I reached out to touch the stone of destiny, and just as I did, my GoPro died. Right when I touched the stone. I swear to you. Technology often fails in mystical situations. Because I really wish I had the video to show you. But, like I said, the battery died the second, and I mean the very second I touched the stone. I do have a video up about it. You can watch here on YouTube. You can see that the minute I touched that stone, my GoPro died. The battery was not dying. It was fine until I touched that stone. It seems like the fairies were all around us that day. There was a lot of strange things, especially with the crows. The crows were strange, and they were everywhere when we were at Tara. It was a beautiful, misty day. I reached out, I touched that stone, my GoPro died, and all of a sudden, I swear to you, this is the truth. The whole valley there filled up with a roar of a jet engine that was flying over Terra, but it was above a thick, low clouds that were kind of doing an Ireland misty rain that day. And we couldn't see the jet, but it was close to the ground because that whole valley filled up with the roar of a jet engine when I touched the stone. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a king of England, of Ireland, or a Celtic king. Maybe I'm the reincarnation of a Celtic king. I don't know. I do have some Welsh and Irish and English in my family tree, but I touched that stone and it roared, and nobody noticed but me. It was a private joke between me and the Great Spirit, and it was wonderful. I just loved it. And, that's why I think these things happen to me, because I do love the universe. I accept it for what it is, and I have my aches and pains and my sorrows, and I have to face death just like every other human being. But I don't resent the universe for any of that. I understand it. It's got to be a yin and yang, because we come to be humans, because we are what God is not. Lost in an infinity, crying our eyes out, lost and alone in the world, in a vast infinity we cannot understand. But in the spirit world, on the other side of our nature, we are hooked in to the cosmic mind of the universe. We know it all. We know it all. We never suffer. We don't have to die. Our dreams are manifested in front of us at the mere thought. But it gets boring after a while to have everything you want all the time. And to never be afraid or never be sad, because it's nice to be sad. I'll finish up with a nice story. I was working in the maple syrup factory. It was hard work. I was always covered with sticky maple syrup, and I worked in the factory, and I did everything they asked me to do. I was kind of like the do-everything guy, because that's what I like to do. Every day was a different day. But I had to hitchhike home. I didn't drive. I didn't have any money. I wasn't being paid very much. And, I had to hitchhike in the snow in Vermont in the winter. And I lived like 20 miles out of town, so I had to hitchhike. And I ended up getting regular rides that people would pick me up every day, so it wasn't that bad. But one particularly cold and snowy day, I finally got home and I sat down. And I remember I used to watch the Waltons after work and then the Muppet Show. That was just my thing then. And I was sitting there. I lived in a geodesic dome, believe it or not. That was built up on the hill in Westford, Vermont. It's probably long gone now. This was back in the early 80s. And I worked in the factory, and I was exhausted. And I was sitting there, and I'd taken my shower, and I'd changed my clothes, and I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to some James Taylor on the record player, which you used to have record players in those days. And the song was playing, "Isn't It Nice to Be Home Again?" which it was very nice to be home again. The snow was falling outside the little weird window in the geodesic dome, and I was warmed by the wood stove there, feeling kind of thoughtful and sad, and wondering, if I was ever going to make anything out of my art, my music, and wondering if I'd be stuck in a factory forever, if I'd ever go back to school. It was after my military career had ended. All of a sudden, James Taylor was singing, "Isn't it nice to be home again?" But the record skipped. So it was, "Isn't it nice to be sad? Isn't it nice to be sad?" Because he goes, "Sad, isn't it nice to be home again?" He's saying, "I said." That's what he does in that song. But when it skipped, it was like, "Sad, isn't it nice to be sad? Isn't it nice to be sad?" And I had a realization, an epiphany, that being sad and lonely and lost in the world is very meaningful and deep and potent. And of course, you spend some time, like the Four of Swords in the tarot, contemplating your life. You come up with solutions. I don't know if I came up with a solution right away, but eventually, like my other story tells you, I went back to New York, got my residency back, worked at Marpac Industries for 6 months, got back into school, got into the art education program, 2 years later, I graduated with honors, and I was able to work as a counselor for mentally retarded, mentally ill, and physically handicapped people for 10 years. And then I was a teacher for emotionally disturbed children who had been taken away from their abusive families for 5 years. Then I moved on to being a substitute teacher in 9 of the conservative schools in the upstate New York area for 5 years. And eventually worked at McDonald's for 6.5 years after I was unjustly fired on April Fool's Day, and then hired on April Fool's Day 12 years later to do what I love the most, which is give readings to the lost and lonely people out there and give them a little hope, like I hope I've done for you in these playthroughs. Little hope that there's much more to life than a few quickly passing years here on Earth, and much more to being a human being than our own little sorrows and needs and troubles. That we are a miracle of creation that come and go many times here to become humans here on Earth, and to live in the great beyond of the realms within, to unfold the godlike self eventually. And I think eventually we stop being humans and become angels and higher creatures of higher productivity and higher creativity and greater love and compassion. And it probably goes on like that forever. And I'm looking forward to meeting you someday there in that beautiful place where we're all one and sharing our many tales and adventures together. Until then, this is James Mandelaire wishing you all the best, and once more saying goodbye here at the end of the Republic phase of the Roman Empire and the greatest video game ever, the charming and fun Caesar 4. Thanks again, and God bless. I'm out.